gotta rush this. You feel
Mike?
like you're rushed. I
And Matt. And Mike. And Matt. Yo, and Mike.
Hello, Governor.
And Matt. Say what now, Mike? And the Matt. Ho yeah, Mike. Hello. That's our beginning theme music from now on.
Yes, and we will not do it again because we will forget.
Yeah, plus that was kind of whacked out. Anyways, I think we should make a video today about standards when it comes to mates, when it comes to lovers, when it comes to brothers and sisters. And I gotta itch my nose, so I'm gonna point it at you.
Yes, the standards in on dating. You know, I thought you're pointing at me. I do this every time.
Why don't I point it at you?
I don't know. You get distracted.
I'm pointing the camera.
But you what the hell, man? My package. What the hell are you doing?
Look at this. My pants are a mess.
He's blowing himself.
I'm blowing myself.
Anyway,
somebody's got to do it, man. All right, let me say this before we start this video. The reason I want to do this one about what were we doing it
standards.
about? Standards. Thank you. The reason I want to do this one about standards is because I've been guilty lately of how do I say this? How do I say this without offending anybody? Actually, I don't give a shit if I offend anybody.
It doesn't matter. You can't say nothing. You'll offend anybody.
I don't care. I'm gonna come right out and say it, and whoever doesn't like it, you see what I'm sticking up as a finger. I've been guilty of lowering my standards when it comes to women, and it's something I don't realize I do until, like, you know, somebody like questions like, what are you doing with that chick or some shit like that. So when I took a step back and I analyzed the situation, I said to myself, damn, I am lowering my standards big time. And Mike brought it to my attention too this week, and I'd like to get his feedback on it. Do you have any feedback you'd like to give us on this situation?
I think that you, in your situation, that you could do, you know, a lot better. I mean, you set yourself into a situation where kind of was like my situation a little bit. The people are the same. You know, my ex seemed to be the same as the women you were dating.
And he noticed that. He noticed that with, and again, I don't want to call anybody out, but he noticed that somebody I was dating had certain traits that his ex had, and he brought it to my attention before I was aware of it, and we later found out that a lot of his assumptions were correct. But I think I don't know if a lot of males can agree with this, but I think a lot of us lower our standards sometimes because it's a quick fix, you know, like it's a quick way to bust a nut, I guess.
But you know,
I don't know, man.
There's a lot of good-looking girls out there that want to help you with nut your bust your nut. I'm sure, you know, but you just happen to get what's convenient.
And it's funny because none of these relationships work.
No, they don't.
They don't work, and it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm not looking for a relationship with them. I don't know.
I know you've been wanting to find you're trying to find a good person, and you know, I just think it's not just you, and the situation you got yourself into. I think we were talking about too was kind of a video I thought you wanted to touch on too. Is the same, other than standards, is how good people date bad people. You know, you're a good person who ended up dating somebody who, to be honest with you, maybe they're a good person as a friend, but not a good person to date.
It's funny, I actually made a video a couple months ago about 10 things I look for in a female, and one of the things I don't seek is somebody with kids, or somebody who smokes pot, or somebody who is an alcoholic, and it seems like I still date people like that. So it's like,
you keep going off your list, dude. It's like
I'm going off my list. I'm not paying attention to the list.
You need to laminate the list.
And the tattoos, man. I did the.
You did a video about tattoos, and I remember that.
And I'm not digging the tattoos.
And the last girl you dated had a lot of tattoos.
And me and Mike, I forgot your name for a second. We were just talking about fender bass. Yes. And he also said in one of his statements to me that he does not like women with tattoos either, because it takes away a lot of their beauty, or it covers up their beauty, and I think that's a lot of reasons why. But it's just.
But just like the standards, like Fender Bass also said in another line that he'd still fuck them. So where do you draw your standards at? You either do it, you either go with the person who has it. If you're gonna fuck them, then you might as well date them.
That's where a lot of us guys like contradict ourselves. We'll say that we won't date somebody with tattoos, but we'll mess with them. And like I'm at the point now where I want to date somebody that I would also have a relationship with. Like no more of these fucking. I'm gonna say it. No more of these trashy, sloppy, welfare, pot smoking, covered in tattoo women.
Okay.
Like I'm not doing it anymore, man.
Let's take off the word welfare, because to be honest with you, there's some people on welfare that are good people, but
there is, but
there's a certain group of people who are on welfare and they take advantage of the system or whatever,
and that's who I'm referring to.
But that's the people who also want to live at that level.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
I mean,
you have to make it clear, because not everybody on welfare.
Yeah, it's like
that,
I could offend somebody saying that, and I'm not saying. I just mean that a lot. I've dated a lot who were on welfare, and it's not because they were capable of working and they just sat home all day and did nothing, like had more kids and shit.
Yeah.
So
see, that's what Matt dated. He dated a person that didn't want to do good for themselves.
She was a pill popper
that wanted to have this attention on me. This is me. Woe is me. You know. And if something, you know, you gotta have, when you're on that kind of situation. I've met people like that because I've lived on it, and I've met a lot of characters living where I've lived that I've seen, and I think that's why I recognize the situation with Matt so quickly. Not that I only lived with it myself, but I lived amongst the people that do that.
The welfare.
The people who want to live and not want to get themselves out of that situation and want to just depend basically and only on food stamps and basically and only getting help from the government. And there's nothing wrong with getting help from the government, don't get me wrong, but if you want to live that way for your whole life, I don't think that's right. I think you're just taking advantage of a situation. If you don't want to help yourself get off your feet, you're lazy.
I got a feeling I'm going to get a lot of feedback on that one, on what I just said.
You probably will.
I think
it's not going to be positive feedback, probably.
No, it's not. It's not going to be positive. But
you know what? This is why we make these videos, because it doesn't matter what kind of feedback you get, you know.
You can't please everybody, man.
You can't. If you could please everybody, this would be a perfect world, and then everybody would be shopping at Walgreens.
I like to shop at Walgreens. I think just because I get the discount.
Isn't that the commercial?
It is.
It's a perfect world. We shop at Walgreens.
It's a perfect world when you shop at Walgreens.
Yeah.
And I just go there because I get the discount. That's
all I go there for. That's why I got the job. I needed the discount. You know, I love the discount.
I stay there for the discount.
I come in on my day off just to get the discount. And I work overtime just for the discount.
I got a discount once. I don't know.
Yeah, I got a discount too.
I think I'm getting bit. How much time do we got left? Oh, we still got 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Alright, so in this minute and 30 seconds, there's a couple things real quick. Get good standards. You know, do good for yourself. Don't let your feelings and your emotions get in the way of your relationships, because Matt and there's somebody else that I know that I will not mention a name. I know you and this person can do so much better in their life, and I'm not saying names. Don't even say. Don't even do it.
Will you tell me off the camera?
After you shut it up. Do not say a word.
No, I won't.
But you got it. I know you can do better, and you know there's.
Wow, I can't think of who it could be. I'm sorry.
I just think you can. Maybe there's a third. I think there might be a third person. I think so too.
Are they on YouTube? Oh, okay. Shut up.
Yeah.
All right.
You know them. I know them.
Okay.
So, that's all I'm saying.
Okay. But yeah, it's like, and I think a lot of it maybe could be a self-esteem issue. I mean, I don't know.
And some of it's a convenient issue.
It could be a convenient issue.
Some it's convenient. If you are in a relationship that right now is convenient for you, and you know, that convenience is going to turn into terribleness.
Do you think most women want money from a guy who's wealthy, or not wealthy, but has decent income?
I mean, a girl.
I think that shied me away from a lot of it.
And that's, you know,
working at Walgreens. I think a lot of times that's the only thing that's attainable is like the women I've been dating. I think that's a lot of the reason why.
But women have the same thing. Women have the same standards. Women will go, and they don't want a guy on welfare. They want a guy that does well for himself.
Shit.
Would you go over?
Well, a little bit.
Well, it's alright. We'll sign off. We'll start a new one.
We'll sign off, start off again. Okay, we'll do another one. I think they'll let this one on though. Alright guys, we'll do some more.